Thank you, President Officer. To ask the First Minister what action the Scottish Government plans to take in light of his declared support for the Daily Record's Our Kids, Our Future campaign to tackle violence against young people.
First Minister.
Well, can I, like many others have done, commend the Daily Record for drawing attention to what's an incredibly important issue. We must all confront the causes of violence. We must all address its consequences and minimise future victimisation and stop violence from a young age. I would call on anybody who's experiencing or witnessing violence or seeing it on social media, as the campaign is highlighting, to report it. This is an issue for all of us in society to confront, and I'm aware that we do not have the power over social media platforms, but I am aware that the UK Government do, and their online safety bill, which is progressing through Westminster, could be a means to ensuring social media companies take their responsibilities to contain violent content more seriously. So I'll be writing to the UK Government to make that case, and we welcome Mr Finlay's support in that.
Russell Finlay.
I thank the First Minister for that answer. Abby Jarvis was violently attacked by another teenager, with every brutal moment recorded and circulated on social media. And the First Minister says he backs this important campaign against these sickening attacks. But Abby lives in fear, unable to leave home by herself or return to school. And her mum, Angela, struggles to explain why there has been no justice. Why are Abby and other children victims paying the price? And Angela asks, when there are no consequences for serious acts of violence, what message does that send to the children of Scotland?
First Minister.
Well, again, I'm really grateful for Abby and her mum Angela for speaking out. I've read their testimony in the Daily Record on a number of occasions, and I'm grateful to them and the other young people who have chosen to speak out after such horrific incidents. What we are keen to do is to back the calls from the Daily Record in relation to ensuring that we work with our local authorities to ensure that there are safe places for teenagers to go. We also want to do more and work with social media companies to prevent violent content from being shared, and that's why I will write to the UK Government on that very matter. But also the third ask of the Records campaign is that every adult has a role to play, so take a lead in our community to help our local children to feel cared for and included. And I don't think the response to that is that we lock up every under 18 that is committing violence and simply throw away the key and forget about them and their future. What we have to do is make sure we are understanding what is the root cause of that violent crime and taking a public health approach to it. That is the approach we've taken in Glasgow in particular, that has worked so well over many years. So, of course, there should be consequences in relation to that violence, but it isn't about, for example, incarcerating young people. It is about ensuring we work with them to reduce violence and taking a public health approach to that, something I'm very committed to do.
Michelle Thomas.